How you doing, Lourdes?
Hello, I'm doing great. What
All
about
right.
you?
Who's that?
It's my little nephew.
Oh, really?
But sometimes he says,
Hello.
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Is she your aunt? Aunt.
Dude,
Aunt
yes,
Lourdes.
maybe.
Yeah.
So he's the one who's making noise every time I try to talk.
So your nephew lives with you?
Yes, we live
Oh, cool.
together.
How many kids are there in the house?
Just one, just he.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like one, it's enough. He made the noise for like three
Three
kids
of
at
them.
least.
You know, it's kind of difficult when you were the only child, right? It's good. It's got
Yes,
pros and cons. Pros is that, nobody else hurts you, nobody else takes your stuff.
exactly.
But the bad thing is that you don't interact.
Yeah, you don't have kids to play with.
Yeah, and you don't burn enough energy,
Yeah,
and they have
that
to.
is true. That
Yeah,
is true.
like dogs. Dogs also, they need another dog to play with them. That's why you have two chihuahuas. Chihuahuas are crazy.
They are crazy dogs. Really crazy.
Yeah. Hello, Rodrigo. Are you with us? We only see like the top of your head.
Yes, teacher. I'm here. I am eating right now. That's why.
All right. Okay.
Ah,
Enjoy.
yeah, teacher. Thanks. But how are you, teacher? How's it going?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I tried to take my noon nap. I always take a noon nap because I don't know, I'm used to taking a nap. But
Mm-hmm.
today I wasn't able to because uh my wife and daughters were at the Social Security hospital, and they kept calling me, so I didn't have time to sleep.
Ah, okay, teacher. But everything it's fine with the health.
Yep, everything's fine.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah. Yeah, but wow, they have a lot of problems right there, man. At ease, they lose your stuff. Like for example, they lost my wife's tests, the scans and all that. They lost them.
Okay.
She was very upset.
Mm-hmm.
She was so mad because she woke up at last Tuesday. She
Uh-huh.
got there before 6 a.m. Of course, she got there like at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
And because you have to be there very early. And she did the blood test. She took the blood test and some kind of scanning.
Mm-hmm.
And today they couldn't find her file. Not only that, when they finally found it, they told her that they had lost her tests. So she was like,
Really?
"Oh, yeah." Can you imagine how upset you
Yeah.
would get? Like you spent the whole day, like the whole morning, like last week, and then
Yeah.
you get there today and you spend all this time because they can't find your files. And when they
Hmm.
find your files, they tell you, "We lost your tests."
No. Wow, teacher. But
Yeah,
imagine that because um, you can't eat before to make this
yeah,
blue test, teacher.
yeah. The night before, they tell you, "Do not eat anything after 7 p.m." And you're like,
Yeah.
"Okay, eat or drink and all that." Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know
I
the
re-
deal.
I remember when I got this blue test, but it was not a test. It was something like a I don't know when you give your blood for someone more. I don't know how do you say how to
Donation, a
explain.
blood donation,
Yeah,
donate blood.
donate blood. Yeah,
Wow.
it was for my grandmother because she got problem with the health, right?
Ah,
So I had to do it, and actually it was so terrible because I got problems at the moment when I was donate the blood. I
really?
feel yeah I feel bad actually, teacher.
Did you faint?
Yeah
Faint?
it yeah something like this. I was there actually.
Okay. Funny you should mention that because that almost happened to me
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
yeah, teacher, and I don't know why, but sometimes I think that I have problem when I see the blood. I think that I
Oh,
have a
do
problem.
you?
Yeah, teacher.
Oh, wow.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening. Good evening.
I request to be just listening because I am in a meeting.
Sure thing. Christy Ramirez. Okay, everybody remember, Christy is not going to be able to participate much, well, at all. Okay,
Thank you, teacher.
I will
you got it.
remember, Christy. Don't worry. I will let teacher know.
Yeah, I write it
Thank
because
you.
I forget, and I'm like, Christy, are you there? Christy, are you there? You know how it be. So,
Mhm.
guys, today is going to be a little boring at the beginning because I need to cover some material from InstaForp, and I was Googling, and I guess the only thing we can do right now is work on, I think it's here, let me see, and okay, you see this from the student's book. I got one of these links. I don't know which one I have. I think it's in YouTube, so it must be this one, I guess. Yeah, I think this is it. So we are going to be, oh no, I think it's this one. So we're going to watch this video. It's a little bit long, and so I only came up with a few questions. So you guys, as you are watching, please try to answer these questions. I only got a few of them, so okay. Write them down. If you have your pen and paper, write down question number 1. In this interview, this lady talks about what entrepreneurs are called. So the question is, what are entrepreneurs called? Because, okay, so that is a question. What are entrepreneurs called? That's it. Okay, because they call them something because they are not about making money. So some people call them something. You're going to listen to that one. The next one. What is a social entrepreneur? No, let me see. What is a social enterprise? Question number 2. Number 3. Okay, what are the 3 main fields? What are the 3 main fields? If you guys are writing them, and then maybe you can send these questions on right there on the chat, so to make sure everybody has the same. Next question is, okay, referring to entrepreneurs, okay, they talk about some projects and how they are done. So if you get this one, good. If you don't worry. How are the projects done? How are the projects done? And according to the interview, this question is asked to this lady. And the question is, what does sustainability mean? What does sustainability mean? And last question, no, I have another one. What is sustainable reporting? What is sustainable reporting? Please read back to me what I asked.
I'm so sorry I didn't catch up with the 3 first questions. I just got the last 3 ones. Can you
Okay, so
repeat the first ones, please?
can somebody repeat the first ones, please? Okay, I will do it.
Okay.
What are
Okay.
Johnny, what do you have?
Johnny,
I want to
please.
make sure we get it.
Okay. And number one, what are entrepreneurs called?
Yes, correct. Next one.
Number two, what is a social enterprise?
Good. Next.
Number three, what are the three fields?
Okay, what are the three main fields? Or
The
fields
three
is
main
okay. I
fields.
don't care if you guys have main or not. But they talk about three fields. What are they? I don't know. You have to get. Next one. Now, what
Referring
do you have?
to,
Load this.
yeah, referring to entrepreneur, how are the projects done?
Mhm.
Then what does sustainability mean? And finally, what is sustainable report? What is a sustainable report?
Okay, what is sustainable reporting? Or I think you can have it
Reporting.
that way.
Okay.
Either way, as long as you got the idea. Okay, so I am not going to be able to be with you guys in the rooms, in the breakout rooms, because it is a YouTube video and we upload them and I cannot go in there. So this is all you guys. And you're going to watch maybe only 10 minutes and I'm going to give you 5 minutes to get your thoughts together and to be able to answer these questions. So I'm going to have you guys working in two groups. Please share sound and screen. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to stop sharing now. This. And I'm going to go to my video. Okay, guys, this is not American English, okay? So you have to be extra careful with it. It's going to be a little bit more complicated because it is a lady from Turkey talking to another woman. And I don't know where this other woman is from, but definitely the one being interviewed is from Turkey. So I am going to send you the link, watch the video, and then see what you get from it. There it is. Now I'm going to make sure I don't go in there and get Clase in trouble. Okay, I've taken it off. Now I'm going to give you maybe 17 minutes. Look, just watch up to minute 10 or 11. That's it. Okay, don't watch the whole video because it's a lot. It's like 20 minutes, and in order for you guys to answer, we can't watch the whole thing. Just try to get those questions answered. So with no further ado, I'm only going to make two groups and I'm going to give you guys 17 minutes to get this. If you finish before that, come back, okay? So that way I know that we can continue. All right, so only 10 minutes of the video. You can pause it and discuss. That's why I'm giving you extra 7 minutes for discussing and taking down notes.
Okay.
Good? All right, so don't watch the whole video. You're not supposed to. Okay, go ahead, go. I'll be here. I hope you can open it soon. Wait, guys. Okay, so okay, sorry, I had to come back. I did something pretty dumb. I went into a room and I wasn't supposed to. So okay, was it working? Did you guys have it Lourdes group? Who are you with?
I am with Jessica and Johnny.
Okay, were you able to open the video and are you able to listen?
Yes,
Okay,
actually,
good. All
we
right.
got the first
Go back,
question.
guys. Go back. I'm not going to interrupt anymore. Go.
Okay, thank you.
You can't go, Jessica?
I couldn't join to the breaker room because I
Okay.
didn't accept the
Okay,
invitation.
don't worry. Don't touch it yet. Wait, give me 1 second. I'm going to do something. Not yet. Not yet. Don't you do it yet. And now. What happened, Johnny? Let me send you back. Wait. Don't do it yet. Not yet, Johnny. Not yet. Not yet. And 3, 2, 1, go. No. No, John. Okay, don't go yet. Don't go. Don't hit nothing. Okay, wait. Don't not yet. I will tell you. I will tell you, John. I will tell you. And now.
Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Go to room 2. Hello, Tio.
Hello, Ricardo.
How you doing?
Everything's okay.
Okay, so let me see. Well, they're almost back. They're working on a video, so
Okay.
okay, now let's compare what you guys have. Okay, I just watched the video and I was writing questions as I was watching, so I don't know. I don't even remember the answers, so I hope you guys do. So she mentioned something that entrepreneurs were called. What is it?
For
Risk
number one, it's I don't know if I can participate or someone more.
Yeah, well, this is an open question for everybody.
Okay. I could understand that it's the people who is in charge to make an activity or something like this with a social intention, right? It's like help someone more or try to get too much people. In this case, in previous class, we were discussing about the different companies that has any social intention or something like this. So in this case, I couldn't understand that is this kind of people who has a good idea or a good I don't know, business, but with the social activity, right? For
Yeah,
help
social, well, with
someone.
the social community. But
Yeah.
she mentioned something. They call them what? Because they are doing this, and it doesn't have a revenue.
Sorry, teacher.
No, nobody got that one. Okay, the thing is that she says that people call them. They say they are some similar to crazy. They call them crazy for trying to start something like this. Do you remember that?
I
No,
think these people take a risk, right?
exactly. And with no
risk
revenues, and
takers.
so
Mhm.
they're like, they say, well, you guys have to be crazy to be doing something like this. Yeah, what's so that's she mentioned something like that. Okay, what is
¿Qué le servimos?
a social enterprise?
Le busco, mamá. Creo que
Well, about a social enterprise, well, my group have some ideas.
Mhm.
It mentions that it is a company with social benefits, and it also make a reference for social entrepreneurs because when they see a social problem, they have like the urge to do something about it, and also they try to pursue that social cause and make something about it. So there are some different ways in which they do it in Turkey because it's not a legal structure for social enterprises, but it's basically an organization who is looking for helping others to solve a cause.
Or the group? Basically the same or not at all?
I am with my group, teacher, but I don't know if someone more has a different opinion.
And it's interesting, right? That in Turkey, they don't have they don't know, they don't have something like this. So what did she mention about taxes, if you remember?
Well, when we have a company, uh, the company used to help with taxes because they are working on social programs or social innovation. and as at the same time, they have social benefit for the community.
But they still have to pay taxes. That was pretty crazy. Well, they do pay taxes. Okay. As far as what are the three main fields that they mentioned? She talked about three main fields. This must have been like about minute 5, something like that. What did
Yeah,
you get from that?
she did, but I don't know if maybe Johnny wants to share something or Jessica.
Please do.
I think it's one of them is I'm sorry, one of them is social innovation. And I think it's another social impact. The other I don't have.
Somebody else help him. He has 2 so far.
Yeah, he did a great job. So the first one was community development. She mentioned that it's not only about making the community participate, but working together with the companies to create the best environment as possible. Then the second one, it was non-governmental organizations because they play a really important role into the whole society, and about the transparency because they are like accountable for the actions that they do. And finally, the social innovation, as Jenny mentioned, which is important. And at the end, if you integrate these three main fields, you will be able to have a great impact.
Beautiful. Okay, I don't know if you guys got the next one because it's, I don't know if you, I don't know. I just wrote the question. They were talking about how projects are done. What did you get from that? No, nobody? Okay, don't worry because I don't even understand this question and I wrote it. Okay, next one. What does sustainability mean according to her?
We have a good tool that help measure the performance. When you measure, you report everything and you use to share with the stakeholders. You use to improve the performance and to communicate.
We're good. Last question. What is sustainable reporting? What is that? Explain it to me because I only wrote the question, guys. I wasn't paying too much attention. What is sustainable reporting? It has 2 names actually, but I don't remember the other one.
It's pretty much related with what Jessica said because it's related to being able to gather as much information as possible in order to establish if the project or the program is sustainable. And that means if, for example, the NGO or the social enterprise reduce the negative footprint, and they measure that in order to have a performance report and in order to also compare how much are they like improving or not. And at the end, the sustainable reporting lets you share that information with your stakeholders so you can make better decisions, or you can also be accountable for the things that you're doing.
Good, guys. You did excellent. Now, uh, that's so much for the material because we already did the other part, so we're not going to get into that. You remember we worked on allow me to share. Wait, well, you know, we did the other part, so we're not going to get into that. Okay, however, we are going to right now, I would like you guys to please turn on all cameras because I'm going to get the picture right now before I forget, like I do sometimes. So get the picture and take down the attendance. Okay, by all means then. Okay, Okay, on three, everybody say whiskey. 1, 2, 3, whiskey. Do any of you guys have cats? Pets,
I do.
cats.
I
No.
do.
No. Are you guys allergic to them or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you guys are allergic.
I am.
It's just that when I say whiskey, sometimes I feel like saying whiskas, and that's cat food. Okay, now goodness, okay, I took the screenshot now, but there's something I'm missing here. And that would be my attendance list. Okay, please listen for your name. Eni Rosaura. No. Rodrigo
I'm
Fernando.
here, teacher.
Mayra Beatriz.
I'm here, teacher.
Roberto Carlos. No. Alicia Stella.
Present.
Jessica Jamilet.
I'm here, teacher.
Wendy Merino.
Present.
Fanny Elizabeth. Tio.
I am here.
Sonia Rosibel.
Present.
Thank you, Sonia. Lourdes Maria.
Present, teacher.
Cristina Ramirez.
She's in a meeting.
I am here.
Thank you. Delmi Carolina.
Present.
Johnny.
Present, teacher.
And that's it. Okay. Well, guys, we have so much that we can work on that I don't even know where to start. But I guess we are going to let's do some speaking, guys. I was working with this in my last class, and I'm like, okay, it's for the intermediate group, but the conversations are good. So I'm going to have you guys talking about this to reminisce your childhood, okay? Before we get into some more complicated material. So I'm going to send you guys a screenshot. And what we are going to do is we're going to talk about that. If I can find it. Okay, can you guys remember what are some of your best childhood memories? Discussion. Tell me, what are some of your best childhood memories?
Are we going to do that in breakout rooms or
No, right
here?
now, I'm speaking while I'm
Ah.
looking for the material. I need some time, so guys start speaking. Everybody at random, like for example, me, I guess,
Me, teacher.
yes.
I used to stay out to my house, teacher, enjoy with my friends. I remember that before you can play with the or you can ride a bike, teacher, or no, or play different plays, but like a football, basketball, or I don't know. Let me see, like a trompo, teacher,
Yeah.
and things like that, teacher. And then right now,
Ex-
you can you can see that all the kids or all the child they are using the cell phone at home, and it's difficult to see a kid playing at the street. I don't know, with this kind of plays and doing this kind of things. So in my opinion, it's before you can do it this kind of things, that it's better, teacher, that stay with the cell phone all the day and only play with this with this new technology that we have. So that, yes, teacher, I remember that I did that. I remember that I played with the piscucha, teacher,
Yeah,
all the
kites.
day.
You used to
Yeah,
fly
teacher.
kites.
Yeah, teacher, I did that. So yeah, and I remember that I enjoy with my father because we always enjoy the cars, and he teach me in that moment to fix the cars, and I remember that I enjoy that. And right now, and I can enjoy with him, because I can do it alone. So, but sometimes I can, sometimes, not sometimes, very frequently, teacher, I work with him in this kind of things.
Awesome. Yeah, those were the good old days. I remember them. I think one of my favorite childhood memories is probably okay. I just thought about some my first crush. Do you remember your first crush, guys and ladies? Me, I remember my first crush. She lived 2 houses away from my house. And I think it was about 8 or yeah, no, 7 or 8. And I was in love with her, you know? So I was like always thinking about her. I used to get nervous when I used to see her. Those that feeling, it's something I still remember. So um that is something, like I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you could ask about things like that. Make it interesting, okay? For example, do you remember your first crush? What do you remember? Or what was your favorite cartoon back in the days? So I can
Your
talk
first
about so
love,
many.
teacher.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was my first love. Yes. What do you miss the most about childhood food? Maybe, right? Because when I was a child, I remember that there was this lady in the neighborhood. We called her grandma. They called her la abuela, grandma. And the thing is, she used to make the most delicious pupusas. Wow, they were incredible. I still remember that. So I could easily talk about that right now. I sent you guys a screenshot. Did you get it? Because for some reason I can't enter my WhatsApp.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So well, I can't find my WhatsApp here. Okay, it's right here. I found it. I found it. I found it. I sent you guys this. What's your favorite childhood memory? So you guys can get into that and ask follow-up questions. Like maybe you can, I don't know what you're going to talk about, but please ask follow-up questions. Ask this question to somebody, maybe 2, 3 people in your group, and get into it. Okay. What sports or games did you used to play when you were younger? Did you used to have a nickname? I had a nickname. So talk about your nickname. What was it? Like my daughters, they all have nicknames. I nickname them. I don't call them by their names. I use nicknames. My mom gets mad because I use nicknames, but I don't know. I just feel like calling them something else, not their names. Okay, and then number 4, where did you used to spend your vacations? Talk about that when you were a child. Maybe you used to go to your grandma's house or your aunt's house. I don't know. Is your tasting food different now? How is it different? So talk about that. And of course, now 3 creative questions, right? Like the one example I gave you. Like who was your crush when you were a child? Example, right? That's an example. Or can somebody else give me some more examples so we can get into this? Am I on mute? No.
No,
how
you're
was
not,
your,
teacher. So just
Okay.
today we are a little bit shy.
That's why I wanted these activities so you guys can wake up and reminisce, remember the good old days. Like another one. Did you used to watch soap operas? Some of you guys did, some of you didn't. Did you used to watch soap operas? I was asking a group, did you used to watch soap operas? I said, did you used to watch Pasión de Gavilanes? They were like, no. We used to watch Betty La Fea and all that. So we got into all that. So I want you guys, getting that into that too, okay? Creative questions. So the 3 questions are going to be decided in your group, what they're going to be, and expand on them, okay? Talk
Okay,
about
yeah.
them. So that's what I need from you guys. That's why I didn't even want to start you with the other material, because I said, no, I let them remember the good old days. So with no further ado, let me change the groups, because so everybody gets a chance to speak. So I'm making 3 groups, and groups of 3 and 4. So you guys have plenty to talk about. All right, by all means then, go. Wait. Let me see. Tio, I'm sending you to room number 3 because I don't have enough people in that room. TO to number 3. Okay, now it's good. All right, guys, go. Mm, are you with it, Jessica? Okay, my dear students, now we're going to work maybe 30, yeah, like half hour on this book, and then maybe another half hour on what we started last class, right? For the listening activity for the TOEFL. But right now, let's work on the book that we have. And let me see. So I have this for you. I got a little bit of reading. We're going to start unit 12. However, we're not going to, like, I don't have the real book, you know. What I have is a PDF, so it's not very complete. So let me see. Let's work with what we have here. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Business matters. Business matters. Lesson A, entrepreneurs. So definitely goes with what we are actually working on. Okay, so success stories. Match these descriptions of successful companies with the company's name. Okay, The Body Shop, Google, and Sanrio, whatever that is. I don't know about it, but unfortunately, I don't have that listenings. I was supposed to get them today, and I didn't. So we're not going to get into listening, only reading. And here we go. I'm going to give you guys about 6 minutes. That should be plenty for you guys. 6 minutes for you to read and answer the questions, and then you're going to discuss these questions. What might be some reasons for success, for the success of these companies? You're going to talk about what might be some reasons for this company's success. The second one, can you think of other companies? What do they offer? I was listening in the breakout rooms. I was listening to some of you guys, and one of you guys was talking about Cibar's Pizza. No, Cibareña Pizza, right? Who was it? Rodrigo.
Yeah,
Okay,
teacher.
so Rodrigo is going to get into that with his group, talk about Cibareña Pizza, what they're doing differently than others and all that. So that's what I'm talking about. Do you know any businesses that have done things different? And maybe that's the reason why it has worked. Okay, so with no further ado, let's get into reading and speaking. Actually, you know what? I'm going to need at least 10 minutes for this. So, what's up? You guys have the book. So if you have the book, this is page, let me see, unit 12. This is page 96. Okay, page 96. Business Matters, unit 12. No. Okay, so same groups. Read, divide the reading. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 3 readings, and then discussing. Match the names to the articles. After you're done, discuss the 2 questions. That's all you got to do. Okay, by all means then. I have to recreate, guys. 3 and 4. And now I'm going to fix the time. I'm going to give you guys 12 minutes. Should be plenty, maybe. Well, you guys do like a lot of speaking, so 15 then. All right. If you get bored, let me know and come back. Okay. Go, guys. To your WhatsApp, I'm sending it to you. Oh no, you already sent it. Okay, so work with that. Answer the match the readings, and then go to discussing. Okay, so great speaking, guys. I love it when you guys do that. Now tell me, please, let's talk about some companies that are very successful and give me the reasons why you think they are. For example, please give me some reasons. Why do you think Uber is so successful worldwide?
The Uber.
Mm-hmm.
I think that right now in that country, it's expensive, the transportation, teacher. In this case, the taxes, right? What is the cost that you get when you go to for example, to the Metro Centro, and you get a expensive cost, in this case, $10 or $11, and that is expensive, teacher. Imagine. So I think the benefit or the social reason of this new application is to get a lower cost
Lower
when
cost.
when you transportation in that case. So I don't know if you hear about the this other application. It's Uber. The other is in Driver. So, but now in Driver, it's cheaper. It's more cheaper than Uber, but that is you don't transportation in the best car, right?
Oh,
Teacher?
okay, okay. So
Yeah.
so they don't really ask for necessarily good cars in order to the guys. I have never used Uber. I know, I know, I
You
know.
are
So
not missing anything.
okay, but it's cheaper. Is it really cheaper or not?
Yeah,
Mm,
teacher.
yes,
It
At,
is.
I think
Uh,
at the beginning it was like that. It started as an idea of accessibility and feasible for people. But just today, this morning, I was reading a complaint that a friend that I have, she was complaining because she was charged for a trip that she didn't make. And if she want to make another trip, she have to pay for that trip that she never did. And also, as this like application is connected to Uber Eats, she tried to make like like she asked for some food, but she was supposed to use a coupon, a discount coupon, but
Mhm.
they didn't take the coupon. And she didn't ask for the food, but anyways, they bring the food and she canceled and they charge her like with $8 for a food that she didn't ate. So she have to pay for that if she wanted to use the Uber again. So at the beginning, I think they started as a company who was accessible for people. I before like 2 or 3 years ago, I was the number one fan of Uber, but not anymore because they are really like scammers for me because they are charging you all the time for things that you haven't spent.
So forgive my ignorance, but like I said, I have never used it. Now tell me. So it's like once you use it, your name is registered, and they can have you as like.
Yes, you have to create like a profile if you want to have access to the application. And it's really interesting because you can rate the drivers, but the drivers can rate you. And if you have a rate of less than 3 stars, then you can use Uber.
Oh, how do you know that? Oh my goodness. I didn't even know how I got into this topic. Okay,
yeah,
another
but
one.
but in this case, teacher, in this new application, the in Driver, you put the offer, and if the driver accept your offer, you can travel with him.
And that is the driver application. You said driver. That's the
In
name.
Driver.
In
In
driver,
Driver.
In
in driver.
driver.
Mhm.
Okay. I didn't even. Wow. Wow. I really need to talk to people more.
To
Okay.
more people.
Yeah, I had no idea. You guys are letting me know things that I was totally unaware of. Please, let's talk about Dollar City. What is so different about Dollar City? Because now I am a customer. Mhm. What? Why do you think Dollar City is so successful?
Because they sell things at good prices and I don't
There's
know
something else.
what about the marketing that they use because you go to Dollar City and if you don't have a list, you will buy things that you didn't how you need it and you actually didn't need.
Yeah, they have things. The thing is that some of them are so useful, right? Things that you're like, oh man, I need this. Oh my goodness, I gotta get this.
And
And
it's
that
just $1 or $2.
yeah, I go there and I come out with a whole bunch of things. And another good thing is that they have lower prices than maybe other big companies like Selectos and all that. When you
Supermarkets.
buy, than the supermarkets, when you buy corn chips, and so many things that you buy, munchies for your munchies, and the prices are very different. So you're like, wow, how can they have these prices so low? Right? Haven't you ever wondered?
Teacher, because I have heard about that, and even you can watch Little Caesar is different than Pizza Hut, and the quality is good. The Dollar City is because they don't have uh, storage, bodegas. Yeah,
Storages,
they
warehouses,
don't have storages.
warehouses.
You buy uh, to the store, the Dollar
Mhm.
City, and just
provider,
you see,
yeah.
yeah, and just you see in the storage, just
What they have.
the thing
That's all. Okay.
they have it, because they don't have to pay another.
Oh, okay.
They don't
So
have another things to pay. It's cheaper for them.
yeah, that saves them
And
a lot of money.
Little Caesar, it's similar because
Mm.
they don't have restaurants. They don't have restaurants. They don't have to pay for waiters. They don't have to pay for another a big house or
Structure of
building.
human resources.
Yeah, they don't have to pay human resources. Just the people that they have. It's a little store that they have.
Okay.
You imagine that the quality it's similar to the Pizza Hut, but Pizza Hut it's expensive
Yeah,
because
they
they
have.
have a restaurant, they have more employees, but the quality it's good, the Little Caesar, because
Yeah,
the strategy it's different.
you guys just reminded me of Don Pollo, right?
It's the
Similar
same
Yeah.
to
pollo
Little
from,
Caesars.
yeah, it's
I
the
know,
same
I know.
pollo from Campero.
Yeah, exactly. So Camperos, they had to compete with so many other chickens, right? But they thought, what if I get something that tastes good, but I don't have to spend so much money, So they got those little places, and they're selling a lot, so they're making good business. That really has hurt Pollo Campestre a lot.
Yes.
You know that, right? It has affected them so much. Oh, guys, you guys, I can talk so much with you guys, but all right. I was going to do a little bit more from the book, but due to time, I think we should go into the listening part. Okay, today we're going to do listening. And oh, I have her here. Okay, I'm going to resend you the link. You already have this, guys, but I'm going to send you the listening part. I had it ready and I don't know what happened. And let me see, daily dictation. If somebody has the listening part, you can send it to WhatsApp, because for some reason I don't have it here. Okay, I think I got this one. No, this is daily dictation listening. I just need the listening. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, let's see if this is the same one. Let me check it out. So with 20 minutes, you should be able to do at least 1 or 2 listenings. And okay, I don't have my WhatsApp here. Okay, can you guys check your WhatsApp, please, and tell me if you can open the link?
Yes, we can. Teacher.
Okay. Okay, let me close some of my windows. I think that's the problem. I can't share my WhatsApp because of that. So I need to close a lot of things here. Yeah, now I can. That was the problem. Okay. So if can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
okay, okay, now guys, this is not about dictation, this is strictly listening. Okay, kids game, list of doctoral programs.
Sorry, teacher, but the screen is kind of gray or black.
Oh,
We are
really?
not seeing it. Yeah, or at least I'm not seeing.
Let's try it again. Same, right? Same thing?
Yes, the same thing.
Yes, I don't know.
You know what? I need one of you guys to share then. Share, one of you, please, because as you can see, I'm having difficulties here. So somebody share with us. And please share the sound as well, okay?
Oh.
So
I'm going to share.
yes, go back if you need to.
Okay.
Now then, Mr. Vikstad, how can I help you?
Oh, but this is not the one I want.
That's the one you sent.
That's the one I sent. That's not the one I want.
But
Okay.
you can,
But you have the other one. You remember the one is strictly listening?
No, I don't remember to have that. Sorry.
Oh, I thought I sent it to you guys.
When?
Okay.
When? So I can try to.
Last class.
Last class. So let's try to check the.
You know what? If you don't have it, stop sharing. I will look for the link. I have it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because the other I like this one because it's a lot of listening, but you know, attentive listening. So allow me to look for this. Yeah, I don't know what I got it. I got it.
Teacher,
Reading. Yes.
do you remember this?
Is that I can't see it very well. Let me Balder. No.
Álgebra de Baldor.
Oh, okay. No, not really. I was not good at that at all.
I
I
remember
don't be.
Algebra de Baldor.
Okay, this is strictly listening. I thought I had sent it to you guys, but I guess not then. Okay, so I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste. I hope it's not the same. Let me see. Practice English. No, I don't think it's this one, guys. Oh, can't believe this. Oh, I think it's hold on. Don't go into that one. Okay, I don't think it's that one. I think it's this one because this is not dictation. Okay, this is the one. Yep. They have the lectures. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. If not, then I'm going to need help again. Okay, so let me share. And okay, can you guys see my screen this time?
Yep, teacher.
Okay. Now, guys, this is you have all the lectures here. They're not very long, however, they are kind of difficult. So listening material lectures, so you have some indications here, but we're going to go to lecture 1. Or maybe this one's a little bit, what, they're boring. They're supposed to be boring. Okay, lecture 2 then. I haven't heard this one yet. Okay, it says, in this section, somebody please read the instructions. We have to do this quickly.
Sorry, teacher, but we cannot see that well because it looks like
blurry.
I don't know how to say, yeah,
blurry.
Yeah,
Okay,
blurry.
don't worry, guys. Okay, I'm going to read it to you guys, but you guys are going to have it. You have it in WhatsApp. It's the last one I sent you. It's no, but oh goodness, I'm going to resend you this one. Hopefully, it would be exactly the second one. Okay, and then please share your screen when I send it to you. One of you guys who was sharing with us last time.
I was doing that.
Okay, do it, please. Do it again.
Okay. Yes, it's the same one.
It's the same one. Okay.
Yes.
Please read the instructions.
In this section, you will hear academic lectures. In the exam, you will hear each lecture once before you look at the questions. In this practice test, you can control the audio yourself. You can also see the script of the conversation. And listen to the lecture about population growth for questions 1 to 6. Choose the best answer.
Okay, guys. So since it is a practice, you are going to be able to control the audio. In the real deal, you're not going to be able to. Okay, but scroll down. Scroll down. Let me show you something. Go down. Scroll. Okay. Now, okay. You see this one at the bottom? It says show script. Okay, so we're going to be listening and reading along. Of course, you cannot actually do this in a real TOEFL, right? But right now we're practicing. So go back and play the audio and continue sharing the screen, all right? Okay, play it.
Good morning, everyone.
Scroll down.
Now, in today's lesson, I'd like to talk about population growth and, in particular, fertility rate. Now, can anyone here define fertility rate?
Is it the number of births in a population measured per 1,000 people per year?
No, that's what we call the birth rate, the number of children born in a year per 1,000 people. No, the fertility rate is the average number of children born per woman in her lifetime, that is, if she lives beyond her childbearing years. Now, do you think the British fertility level is higher or lower than it was, say, 20 years ago?
I think it's lower, because these days women are far more focused on their careers than they used to be.
Well, that point is certainly true, but actually, fertility levels in Britain are relatively high at the moment. In 2008, it was 1.96. That means that on average, each woman gives birth to 1.96 children, and in 2009, it was only slightly lower at 1.94. The last time fertility rates were this high was back in 1973. In the UK currently, the highest rate of fertility is in Northern Ireland, where the rate is 2.04, and the lowest is in Scotland, where the rate is just 1.77.
I don't understand. How come fertility rate is going up? Women are just as career-driven these days as they were 30 years ago.
Well, the reason is that during the 1990s, women really started to delay having families, and that was the reason for the decrease in birth rate then. Now those women are in their 30s and early 40s, and they are starting to have families. So that's why the birth rate is going up.
Oh, I see. So it's not actually as if people are actively choosing to have more children than they used to.
Yes, that's right, Charlene. The number of children per family is continuing to fall. Women who are currently in their 70s had an average of 2.4 children. Those in their 60s had 2.2, those in their 50s had 2.0, and the current figure is 1.9. Actually, this figure isn't due to more families choosing to have only one child, although that certainly is occurring. It's mainly because of the increasing number of women who have no children at all. This figure was 1 in 10 among the age group who are now 65, but now 1 in 4 women in their mid-40s are childless.
I heard that the fertility rate in Europe is like really low, 1.3 or something.
That's right, Charlene, it is. It's far below the replacement level. Can you tell me what replacement level means? No? It's the number of births you need to keep the population constant.
Yes, I heard that in France they're trying to get people to have more children. They even give out gold medals if you have 8.
That's right. So we've already mentioned that women are waiting before having children because of their careers. Why else is fertility rate generally decreasing?
I think they have fewer children because they're so expensive. I mean, I heard one report that said it costs £200,000 a year to raise a child here. But I find that difficult to believe. People's standard of living is far higher now than it used to be 100 years ago when families had 8 or 9 kids.
That's very true, but these days people's expectations tend to be higher. Parents want their children to have the best opportunities in life, so they're prepared to pay to develop their children's talents.
Yes, I heard that in China, where they're easing off some of the rules of the one-child policy and allowing some couples to have 2, many parents are still choosing to have 1. They say it's just too expensive. But, I reckon that with all this parental micromanagement that's going on these days, parents only have the time to manage 1 or 2 children.
That's a good point. So now I'd like to look at some different organizations and examine what they believe about the current population issues. Good morning, everyone. Now in today's lesson, I'd like to talk about...
Okay, so this is really awesome, right? I know it's difficult, but it's great. Okay, so we're going to do breakout rooms, only two groups. And before you listen again, I don't know if you want to read along or you want to be answering them as you are listening. How do you want to do it?
We can listen again and then answer the
Yes.
questions.
Okay, good. Okay, so you're going to listen. First of all, go through the questions so you know what you're looking for, okay? Go through them and then play it and then answer together, guys. Okay, please stop sharing and I'm just going to make 2 groups. Everybody, this is active listening. So concentrate. And okay, only 2 groups because it's a lot. Let me set the time. We only have 10 minutes exactly. 10 minutes it is. Okay, by all means then, one shares, the others listen and complete. Then check to see your answer, okay? See how many you get correct or wrong. Rodrigo, can you go? Funny? Well, all right. I see. Now you got a taste of what the TOEFL is like. That's what it's like. That's what you're going to be doing throughout the whole test. The listening part is like, I think it's like one of the most important parts of all. Listening, and then you have a little part of grammar. And there is a test where you do some speaking, but the ones that they are doing, that they are using here in El Salvador, they don't have speaking. So just listening and basically grammar. Those are the two. So you guys can practice. You have the link there. Practice one. Okay, we didn't do one. If you have time, of course. If not, then we're going to continue with other listenings next class. That will be tomorrow. All right?
Okay,
Good.
thank you.
All right. I see you guys are falling asleep already. All right. Good night, guys. Take good care.
Good night.
Otro.
Good night,
Good
teacher.
night.
Bye-bye.